You're wondering why things are not working out the way you want them to. You're wondering why you feel uncomfortable in places that you once felt comfortable in. It's because it's time for a shift. It's time to elevate. It's time for some changes. Everything you've been doing isn't working anymore. The people you are hanging around, they don't fill you up anymore. The shows you used to watch, the things you used to do, it doesn't do it for you anymore because it's time for a shift. You don't even have family that you could depend on to get advice from on how to be better. You just know there's a pulling inside of you that's like, I gotta change. I can't follow what my generation has done. I have to be the change. You feel that because you're chosen. You're the one that's gonna do it. You're the one that's gonna do it. And when you realize the power that you have, which I hope is after this video, you're going to start tapping in to becoming the best version of yourself. I mean, if you have to even take notes and write down certain goals and visions that you're having, do that. But you already in yourself know and feel the pulling and the calling, just like I did. And there are so many people in this world that are waiting to hear from you. You have something valuable inside of you that God placed at your birth. Okay, that's how long ago you've been valuable and called to do whatever it is that's on your heart. But now it's calling and pulling on you even more. Like it's so strong to where you can't stop thinking about it. You run into people and they're advising that you do something that's already been on your mind. It's like confirmation after confirmation after confirmation. And if you've made it this far, I want you to leave in the comments that I know I'm called to greater. If you believe that you're called to greater, just tag it down below. I want to make sure that I stay connected with you and we hold each other accountable because there's so much more in store. You're wondering why you just do not feel okay with what you got going on. Like this can't be it, Lord. This can't be all that I'm supposed to have in my life. You literally feel this for a reason because you are important. You have something deep down inside of you that you need to get out. Maybe you need to start a YouTube channel and share it. Maybe you need to start talking to people more. Maybe you're so in yourself in such a what's the word introvert that you become shy, and you know you have such power in you and such a word in you, but you're shy and you're scared. You got to get rid of that. It's time in 2025 to thrive. It is time in 2025 to thrive. Stop holding back. Stop being stingy with your gifts. I don't care if you know how to do 5 things. If you do 5 things well, you can articulate how to successfully do it. Excuse me. You should be sharing it. One day, all we're going to have are memories. All we're going to have are memories. So you might as well pour out everything that's in you while you are alive. Today is the youngest you will ever be. Today is the youngest you will ever be. And like they say, it's better to start today instead of one day. Because that one day, you know, it's never promised. And everything that's in you that you know keeps pulling you and waking you up at night, and every day is on your mind and you're constantly being reminded through people and conversation. It's a reason, boo. Like I had to realize I can't wait on nobody. It's me. It's me. You got to be real with yourself. I do not like the example of what I came from. I do not like how certain women in my family may portray themselves, how the mindset is, the poverty mindset, the complacent mindset. I don't like it. So you know what I decided to do? First and foremost, seek God. ask him to just constantly be with me, give me strength, give me the courage. Because as I embark on a new journey that I have no help on knowing how to be, I just know it's time for a change. I know I'm meant to break generational curses. I know that I'm going to be the first to do this. And it's already heavy, but along with not having the knowledge, I had to seek God. I had to ask him to send the right people into my life, remove the wrong ones, allow the algorithm just from my thought process to just show up on what I need to do as far as getting wisdom and education and knowledge on these changes that I want to make, because I did not have the help. I did not have the knowledge. You know, our family and parents, even, they do what they know. But if they don't know what you need help with learning, you can't even go to your own parents sometimes, y'all. So first and foremost, I had to seek God. I had to ask him for the guidance, for the knowledge. And that's all you got to do. He's your creator. He's your creator. Your parents were the vehicle to get you here. That's it. But the purpose on your life first came from your creator. And when he knows you're ready and you start seeking him and asking him for things, your father listens. But if you're not going and reaching out and seeking and calling him, what is there for him to answer to? It looks like to him, you're okay with what you got going on. But when you know it's time for change, you know that you're not being the best version of yourself. You know you're not really doing all that you can to succeed and have the life that you want. After a while, you're going to get sick of yourself, and it's going to make you just do it. And that's really how simple it is. A lot of times it requires just starting that new thing, starting that thing that's like out of the norm and is unknown territory for you to learn. I hear so many successful people talk about how they are not afraid of failure. And it's just like me always being a perfectionist, growing up, I'm like, no, when I do something and I present something, I want it to be right. I need it to be perfect, like from the jump. Even though I don't know nothing, I'm expecting it to be right from the jump. And that's so unrealistic, y'all. Because in order to succeed, you do have to fail a few times. You do. But by starting and by failing, you gain wisdom. And that is the journey. Getting better requires some trial and error. It just is life. But if you know you want success more than you want the current situation you're dealing with, just start. Just start. Before even worrying about a relationship, y'all. And I talk with so many women, and I will embark on this topic, more with you all, because I'm sure the men deal with it as well. But I do cater to women, and I'm constantly hearing stories about how they took somebody back that had already showed them who they were, and they thought they would change. That the reason they're staying with them is because they make them feel good. But then when I ask them, without thinking of anybody else, what makes you happy? They have a hard time answering. And that's where it starts, y'all. It starts with you first. So this pulling you have, this desire you have to break generational curses, to be different because you feel different. Again, nothing you used to do is comfortable anymore. It doesn't excite you anymore. It doesn't interest you anymore. You have no desire for something that once got you lit. It had you happy. It's a reason, boo. It's a shift going on within your spirit, and I want you to be obedient to it. I do not want you to ignore it another day, another minute. I don't care how crazy it may look to others. You know what it is in your spirit that keeps pulling on you to do. That business idea, that workout regimen, that eating habit. You know. better than anyone. So you have to remember your value is not in the hands or the eyes of another person. You have to understand that the reason your spirit is shifting and you're desiring better is because it started with you. It started with something that would not leave you alone. It's okay to have an idea, right? And then sometimes they come and go, but them ones that just keep, keep, keep coming up, there's a reason. God is trying to wake you up, boo. That's simply it. He is calling you, and I suggest that you answer. Become the best version of yourself. Allow him to truly guide you. And if you came across this video, it's because he truly knows you're ready for this message. You just needed a little reminder. And I'm so grateful and so honored to be trusted to share it, because I had to go through these very things myself before I could talk about it. I had to, y'all. People I had to let go of. I mean, I'm just like, they say be careful what you pray for. God remove the ones that ain't for me, and da 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 da. And then stuff start happening, it'd be the closest ones to you, the ones you thought you was gonna grow old with, and your vision change, your taste buds change. It just, when you seek him and you truly show him and ask him for guidance towards being that better version of yourself, shifting happens. And it's a good thing. It's a really good thing. But you have to at least start. You have to start. I don't want you to be discouraged by naysayers. Be discouraged by the fact that you didn't come from wealth, because I didn't. I did not come from wealth. I literally was kicked out at 19 years old. I did not know what I was going to do. Okay. I just knew I loved the beauty industry. I wanted my cosmetology license. I got that. I went to work, paid for my little hoopty, made sure it had gas. Sometimes I didn't even know what the gas thing was. My hoopty, y'all, was so broke down. It had the gas thing didn't work. The stick just stood in one place. Okay. But how beautiful is it to remember where I came from and see how far I've come by just continuing and going and starting and trusting God. Like, I know it's going to work out. I know it's going to work out. And it did, y'all. It did. And I'm just so grateful that I don't look like what I've been through. I'm grateful that I've been given this wisdom from life experiences so that I don't continue down a path that's not about breaking them generational curses, that's not for me, that's not healthy, that's not about success. I'm just so grateful. In the moment, it may seem like, why me? Why am I dealing with this? Why do things seem so hard? Like, I do not like my current situation, and I know it should be better than this, and I know I deserve better than this, but why? I don't like it. I'm frustrated. That is a real feeling. It's a real feeling. But what I've seen time and time again, y'all, is that putting true trust in God regarding your life will always have a brighter end, a brighter side, a brighter end. It's never ever, I lost something and I got worse. When that car broke down, I got a better car. When I lost that one job, I got a better job. It's just, with God, your life evolves. And that's where you want to be. So anything that you have in your heart, anything you have in your mind, in your spirit to do, just do it. Trust that it was not placed there for no reason. It wasn't for no reason. You have been called to greater. God knew your parents couldn't do nothing for you. He knew the family you came from. He already knew the situation. He already knew about that breakup before you did. He knew about that divorce was going to happen before you did. He knew who was going to betray you before you did. Trust him. It's all a part of the plan. But you have to show your willingness by at least starting so you can get to that change, y'all. He already knew everything before you came to this earth. How beautiful is it to know that? How peaceful it is. And it just brings me so much sanity to knowing, like, God, you knew this. You knew this was going to happen. So that means you know it's going to work out. It don't seem like it's ugly right now, but I know it's going to be better. As long as I keep my eyes on you. That is the best thing that you can do, y'all. The best thing that you can do. And even when it comes to just feeling like no one gets you, right? That you're doing this thing by yourself, like you're in a sense isolated because your desires have changed, your taste buds have changed, your interests have changed. And so what happens is before elevation, that isolation has to take place. Like, it has to take place. It is, again, a part of the journey. So if you're feeling like the outcast, you know, what is it? The black sheep, they say the one that stands out but don't fit in. That's exactly where you need to be. You don't need those distractions anymore. For the level you're about to go to, you don't need those distractions anymore. There's a reason you don't like it no more. I don't care what it is, music, restaurants, club. It's a reason you don't like going these places anymore. It's okay to isolate and chill back for a while so you can have clear sound, clear understanding, truly tap into you and what God wants for your life. Like, it's okay. It's okay because it's a part of the journey. Okay? I need a sip. I'm a avid coffee drinker, y'all. I literally am just so honored. I'm honored, again, to be trusted with such valuable wisdom to help anybody else who's been through what I've been through. Because I want you to know it's temporary. It's not going to last forever. It's not. You have been called to greater. You feel it. You know it. It won't let you go because that's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. You are going to be the example for your family of what it looks like to break generational, I want to say patterns. I don't even want to say curses. It's not like you're cursed. It's just when you've seen something constantly and repetitive, it becomes like a norm. And you know it's not because you don't feel comfortable with it. You know it's not normal to be broke. It's not normal to have bad credit. It's not normal to, in order to feel sexy, be half naked. It's not normal to, in order to function throughout the day, I have to be high. It's not normal to, in order to have a good time, I have to be drunk. It's not normal to just do things anymore that once were okay. You're being called to greater. And I'm so excited to hear about your change, your praise report. I literally want you to stay in touch with you, stay in touch with God, and stay in touch with me because it's not an easy journey, but it's so worth it. It's so worth it. And it's only not easy because it's going to be some shifting. It's going to be some isolation. It's going to be some, breakups. It's going to happen. But on the other end, you're going to get a new tribe. You're going to get people that truly want to see you win, people who are holding you accountable because you told them, I want to be better. So they're going to be making sure you're doing better. You have to evaluate your surroundings and your environment. And like I told y'all, yes, I was kicked out at 19, but when I look back, I'm glad I was. Of course, then I was mad, y'all. I was sad. I was crying. I'm trying to go to school, trying to go to work. I was like, Lord, what? But looking back, I'm glad that happened because it allowed that start to being the change and having a new environment to teach me things that I knew I wanted to learn that I could not learn. It gave me the chance to start that journey. So I heard this saying, it's very old, but if you hang around 5 broke people, you'll be the 6th one. If you hang around 5 negative people, you'll be the 6th one. You hang around 5 drunks, you'll be the 6th one. You hang around 5, you know, careless people, you'll be the 6th one. Who, whatever is your environment, whatever's your environment regularly on a constant basis, whatever it is you surrounding yourself with, you're listening to, you're hanging with, you will become that. So with knowing that, why not hang around 5 positive people, 5 wealthy people, 5 God-fearing people? Become attracted to what it will require for you to be the person you want to be. Pray. Let God know you're ready. He's going to answer that call. Things are going to start shifting. There might be a season of isolation because he needs some one-on-one time with you before he elevates you. You wonder why you don't have the job yet, the dream house, the marriage, the vehicle. It's because God needs more time with you. There's some work he wants to do within you. And you need to trust the process. That's truly all you can do. But you have to start. Do not look for validation in other people. Do not wait for a hand clap or an amen in order for you to feel like, oh, I'm doing something. Don't wait for that. Act as if it's not even coming. Do it because you know it's something deep inside of you that you truly desire. And you're not okay if you don't pursue it in some capacity. If it bothers you that much, it's like, I know I'm meant to do this. I'm supposed to. I just don't know where to start. Just start. You will learn along the way. I want you looking back like months, years from now, and being able to see your growth just because you started. You won't see your growth if you don't at least start. Coming from a former, semi-former perfectionist, it's not going to be perfect. It's not. It's not. And I don't want you to expect it to be. I don't want you to expect validation and hand claps and cheerleaders. I want you to just tap into who you know you're supposed to be and start rearranging some things in your life so that you can start becoming the best version of yourself. You deserve to see what that looks like. And the gag is, okay, once you become the best version of yourself, you will naturally attract. People will see you and know that they cannot just treat you any kind of way. They cannot just talk to you any kind of way. But if you're accepting the bare minimum, they're going to give you that. They're going to give it to you because you're allowing it. You know it's time for a change. Be that change. What Michael Jackson say? Just talking to the man in the mirror. You got to talk to them. Talk to them. Talk to not them. Talk to that man, that woman in the mirror. That's where everything starts. Before a relationship, before a friendship, it starts with you. And you have everything you need. I know you do. I know you got it in you, because you wouldn't be feeling like, if you don't try something different, you're not going to feel complete. You wouldn't be feeling like that. Every time I've had that feeling, y'all, and I just stepped out on faith, I've seen it bless me. I've seen it bless me. It's like I was waiting all this time just for it to turn out to be great. I could have been experiencing great. God said He will make you ruler over many based off of how you take care of the little. The little you got, based on how you manage that, He will make you ruler over many things. So everything that you want is waiting for you. That is the tea, okay? That's the tea. Everything you want is waiting on you to become the best version of yourself. I know you got it in you. I'm so proud of you in advance for taking that first step. We're not worrying about opinions. We're not going to worry about if somebody cheers us on. Your people are going to find you. You may have to get rid of the ones you currently know. But if it's no longer serving you to be in the best version of yourself, you have to let it go. And trust that better is coming. You're going to attract better the more you become better. And be patient. There's no rush. Do what you can with what you got. Okay? But everything, that abundance, that generational break, that being the first to be wealthy and teach your family, it's what you're meant to do. That's just that. You've been chosen. So trust the journey, trust the process. I love you so much, just because I know God has you here for a reason. There's so much more in store, and we just have to know that. I'm about to go. It's just all I wanted to share. It was on my heart, and it been a pulling on me. God has been allowing so many confirmations for me to just let the people know it's time for a shift. It's time to thrive in 2025. So make sure you go to that mirror, all those ideas, anything in your heart that just won't leave you alone. Just start. Just try it. Just try it. You got this. And the next time I come back here, we are definitely going to have a conversation about how to master your single season. Okay? Because your validation is not what? It's not in the hands of another person. I love y'all very much. Y'all have a great night, and I'll see you soon.